Thanks for listening to the AZ12 podcast, proudly presented by Little Caesars. Code 1099 bundle. Classic pepperoni or cheese pizza, crazy bread, and 2-liter soda. Code LCFREECC. Free crazy combo with a pizza purchase. All right, joined by Jason Shearer and our coach, Mr. Tyler Warden. I am merely Mike Luke. Everybody in the chat loves seeing you. Guys, Arizona is now 7-3 on the season. You can make the case that they're about the hottest team in the Big 12 right now. Guys, this was an awesome win. Shear didn't give Arizona any chance. Shear, why were you so wrong?
I gave Arizona. The one thing, if you remember, I talked about on the show, Mike, was that I felt that Cincinnati hadn't really played anyone yet.
Right.
Like they avoided most of the good teams in the conference, and their other games were kind of close. I think that maybe the most surprising thing, I guess, is Arizona was clearly better than Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Like, I know they got off to a rough start, but I watched that game, and I thought Arizona was a better football team than Cincinnati.
Yeah, I agree with that. Mr. Tyler Warden?
Yeah, I mean, it's time to start realizing, like, this is actually a pretty good team. And I know we'll probably have this conversation here in a little bit, but, like, we're talking about a ranked team right now. The Cats are playing extremely well. I think that they did an extremely good job of limiting Brennan Sorsby on the ground. Obviously, the first two drives were really bad from a run defense perspective. They tightened up, though, and that defense was very, very good, kept us in the game for a long period of time. And Noah Fafita, man, I mean, like, what an incredible, incredible quarterback that we have. Every big third down play that we needed, he made. Just all around a really good team win, and excited for the next two games.
Cody, hey, Scotty Bean, if you actually want to talk, cool. If not, if you just want to keep spamming, we're going to ban you. It's that simple. So, okay. Now, when it comes to Noah, though, like you said, Noah Fafita was just throwing dimes, man. He is, I mean, he's unreal, and what he's playing with right now, the confidence, and even the some of the passes that he missed were like right there. I mean, Noah is playing on another level, and like Irish Mike said, Mike and I have been telling y'all, football schools don't stay down long. We were the sleeping giant in the state, and the giant is woke now. Sure, it's hard to argue with any of that.
What do we call Arizona? I mean, it's last weekend basketball and football. Is it just like an athletic
triathlon?
School? Yeah, like what is anyone like? This is very abnormal when Arizona basketball and football combine to have success on 2 consecutive weekends.
Yes. Okay, now, I don't know if Scotty – all right, now, I'm going to say this one time. I don't like getting caught up in the comments. Scotty, we literally spent the entire post-game show saying that Brennan absolutely deserved another year, that it's been really good. So I don't know what you're talking about. We were
is that
literally
Scotty Brennan? Is it possible that Scotty
Brennan?
Yeah,
I don't know, but either way, it's lame.
I mean, Mike and I were catching heat for how much we were, endorsing Brennan after last week. So
this whole Brennan thing is stupid. You either endorse him and people give you crap for liking him, or they say you don't like him enough. Like, obviously, he's doing a good job. None of us are sitting here and saying anything opposite. We would be stupid. Does that mean that we think he's the best coach in the country? No, but right now, he's obviously doing an awesome job.
Yeah, and I don't really know what else to say to that. I mean, we've said from day one, and I said from day one, I said I would gladly apologize because he's done a good job, and he's a good dude. I mean, that's all pretty much I could say. Andre Veras, $4.99 super snap. Ben one white, Ben one white, Ben one white. Back the K, baby, back the K. Okay, now let's talk about just basically what they did. You know what I liked on that last series, and again, it wasn't perfect, but I liked how they kept trying to get first downs. It wasn't just there wasn't anything where it's like, all right, let's just preserve the right to punt. They were aggressive. I loved that. And I thought, they played to win on that. And that's what I think was awesome, guys.
Real quick, Lev just tweeted at you. But it's funny. It's funny.
Right.
He said, I've got an offer. I'll come on your show next week and say back the A if you agree to say back the B for Brent Brennan.
Sure. Watch. I'll do it right now. Watch this.
Why not?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Why not me? Okay. Watch this. Simple.
If we're going to be honest about it, there's going to be a conversation probably had in this postgame show. It's raise time for Brennan.
Mm-hmm.
Like that raise conversation is now very, very real.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. Now.
And I know Desiree is not big on that, but I mean, look, if Arizona goes 8-4 at Arizona and he's the lowest paid power forward, and I'm not saying break the bank, but he's the lowest paid power forward coach. Right. You got to at least give him a little bit of a raise.
Yeah, I agree with
that. And
like
the carousel that we saw that led to Jed Fish leaving, that's going to happen this go around. So you want to stay on his good side for as much or as long as possible.
Because look, it's crazy we're talking about this, but let's just say Arizona wins their next 2 games. Mm-hmm. All of a sudden, the UCLA fans that hated Brent Brennan and didn't want the hire, you miss out on fish or whatever, you're looking at Brennan going, we at least, at the very least, we're going to force Arizona to give him a raise. So Brennan,
Yes.
I'm starting to think Brennan's going to get a little bit of a raise right out of Mike's pocket too.
Yeah, I was going to say right out of Little Caesar's pocket. I don't really blame you on that one. Okay,
Shelby started yelling at the TV she was so hyped a Little Caesar's commercial came on, and she just started yelling about LC free CC.
Dude, there was a commercial that came on, like it was probably like in this fourth quarter, and it said on there, it said thrusting and and it said red line. I don't know what else it said, but it was amazing. It was absolutely fantastic. It was great. Okay, so let's talk about it. What I like about this, and let's give the defense some kudos, obviously, because let's be honest here. In the first 2, 3, 4 possessions, this was a team that you look at it and you're kind of like, all right, or is this just going to be the BYU Houston thing over again, where they're just running the ball right at us? Danny Gonzalez pulled all the right strings, did all the right stuff, and let's be honest, man, they kind of punked Cincinnati on their offensive side for basically the last 3 quarters of the game.
Cyrus Allen has 10 touchdowns on the year. He is, in terms of touchdowns and all that big playability, he is one of the best in the country.
Right.
It was very clear that Danny Gonzalez basically said, we are taking you out of this game and someone else is going to have to beat us. He finished with 5 catches for 58 yards. He was targeted 9 times. He was in one of those catches was the 11-yard grab at the end. The run game, Mike, it looked like Cincinnati, if you watch the first quarter, was going to run on Arizona for 400 yards, right?
Right.
In the second half, they had 41 rushing yards on 15 attempts.
Wow. I mean, yeah. I mean, what do you even say to that? And they were breaking. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens with Cincinnati the rest of the season, because they give up all the signs of being a team that is broken by Arizona. Mr. Tyler Warden, from your coaching view, did Arizona just wear them down?
I'll say this, and Sheer tweeted this out too. Like, where we got burned on those first 2 drives was outside zone running plays, right? And the concern that we had coming into this week is you don't have Tia Savea, you're going to get gashed up the middle. The defensive tackles in this game had an incredible day. Deshaun McKnight was an absolute force for most of the game, had the only sack that Arizona had, I believe, for the entirety of the game. I was really impressed with the defensive line. Myron Robinson is a baller.
Yes.
When Myron Robinson started to plug the gaps on kind of their outside zone scheme, and really just anytime they tried to go to any inside run, that really is when the game started to turn in Arizona's favor defensively. And this secondary is just, it's another class. Like it's a secondary that Arizona, this group has not had in maybe 20 years. Creighton Stukes, great game. Dalton Johnson, probably the defensive player of the game. But even Aiden Garns, Javion Cole, Michael Dansby, I mean, like, it was just overall a very good, clean performance from everyone across the defense.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing that's exciting about this. And we've talked about it before that, you might not have a ton of MNFL talent, and you've lost a lot of guys. Trey Smith was, by the way, Mr. Tyler Warden doesn't like MNFL, Sheer. Can you believe that?
I mean, got to get used to it. There's
You
nothing
better
we
get
can
used
do.
to it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you better get used to it. Yeah.
I don't like MNFL either, but MNBA I get. MNFL I don't really get.
No, they're both stupid. But anyways, okay, so you lose Trey Smith, you lose Tia Savea. And Shear's talking about Tia Savea saying he's better than Bill Norton, so that's a big loss for Arizona. But they were able to mix and match things, and I keep going back to what Danny Gonzalez said. He said, whoever I have on my defense, he said, if we get beat over the top, so be it. And there was a couple plays where they got beat over the top because they were just going all out, the 140-yard pass or whatever over the, But he said, the first thing that we have to do, and my top priority, is to be able to get pressure on the quarterback. And if we can't get pressure on the quarterback, I'm not doing my job. And like we talked about, like you hear that, and I'm like, I've heard this from no defensive coordinator says, I don't really care about getting pressure on the quarterback, any of that. He's played it out exactly the way that he said he would.
His style of play, he said early in the season that if he didn't have the secondary that he does, he wouldn't be able to play this style.
Yeah.
But the fact that he trusts his corners and Dalton and Genesis and all that so much, he could play this style. Like, it may be a little different next year if he doesn't have the trust in the secondary, whatever. But Javion Cole, Mike. Like how good is this dude?
It was funny too, because I was listening to Brian when he got the interception. And Brian goes, by the way, Helfrich is terrible. And Brian goes, Javion Cole, if you've been to any practices, you know that young man has an eye for the football, has a nose for the football, and he just does. I mean, what is that, his 4th pick of the season? And whenever he's in the game, good things just happen. I mean, he's one of those guys that is always around the ball, fellas.
Yeah, I'm going to take a little bit of a victory lap on Javion Cole because I was pounding the table for this guy throughout the preseason. I'm going to get a lot of stuff wrong. Javion Cole is one that we got right. He's just a ball magnet.
Right.
He has very sticky coverage. Like, if you think about this game, you're down Tia Surveyor, you're down Trey Harris, you're down Max Harris, or Trey Smith, Max Harris. You lose Myron Robinson midway through the game. You're down MGK. That is not a recipe for a defense to have the performance that they had, getting Jabari Mann, considerable amount of time.
I like him, by the way.
He played pretty well when he got in. It's just impressive what Danny G is able to cook up. They were a lot more they brought a lot more bodies with the blitz than they normally have. The past few weeks, they've been bringing, 5 when they blitz, and they still kind of drop back into some type of a zone coverage. Here, they were going a lot more coverage here. We're going to bring 7, and it helped that Sorsby had that ankle. It's the second that you started seeing him hobbling, Danny G cooked up the pressure big time, and it was the difference maker.
Right, sure.
I think we also have to credit the depth too. Like John O'Price was in the game against Cincinnati, and and he didn't do poorly. He really didn't.
Right.
And Surveyor gets hurt, and Palu played fine today, and you lose Myron Robinson. You don't have Max Harris. Jabari Mann comes in and gets a tackle for loss. Like, their evals and the depth, and this is the difference. Like, depth makes such a big difference. It's really hard to win in college football when you don't have depth. But Arizona losing guys and still being able to do what they did look at Tristan Bounds. He's got a boot on. Who knows his status moving forward? But Matthew Lotto's come in the last 2 weeks, and he's been fine. Yeah, I'm not a big Matthew Lotto guy, but he's been good enough, right? Not outstanding, but good enough. And it's just guys go down and the depth goes in, and there's not a drop off. That's huge.
Well, and Benwan White was talking about when he looks at the girth and he looks at the depth, he said that he was looking for more guys to be able to step up and be able to provide him some options, and he's gotten those options here.
By the way, speaking of Benwan White, how about Cameron Barmore?
Yeah,
that catch. That was a grown man catch to get that first down.
It was funny. I was messaging his dad when he got that, and I was like, dude, he balled out today. Let's talk about the pass catchers here in a second, but I got to we got to pay some bills here. And also Salgado Medina. That was awesome, man.
What a weird game. It's like you want to crap on him and hug him at the same time.
Yes, yeah. You want to crap on his hug? Is that what you just said?
Yeah, Benwan White style. Or no,
okay. Now, Green Valley Decorative Rock, baby. All right, 2 convenient locations. Now, you might be like our guy Back the A. Ray, and you're always cruising around the town, like hanging out with the kids and stuff. And you're like, you know what? I'd really like to go and find a place that's in Tucson where I can get rock. Welcome to the Rock. Sure, get in there. Come on, let's do it.
Wow.
All right, future coach Tyler Warden, what do we got?
Now, hurry up.
Yeah. All right, all right. Check
Hold
it out.
on, Mike.
Now,
hold on. Do that. Right in the mic.
Right, do it. Come on. Open your mouth. Let's do it.
Do it.
How do I do it?
Do it. Get out of here.
All right, get out of here. Yeah, his kids are useless these days. All right, but Green Valley Decorative Rock, get there. Back the rock, baby. East of Benson, Sierra Vista, west of Marana, south of Nogales, north to Oracle. Now, let's see here. Storm Briscoe. I can't believe they keep going deeper with this. Okay, now what else we got? All right, hold on.
We always go deeper. That's
no Ben on one.
Yeah, no Ben one. Yeah. McDeath. All right, Cody, are you there or did you leave? I think Cody left.
Cody fainted.
Okay, yeah, Copal. Oh, we had a watch party. That was awesome. It was a great watch party. Appreciate all of you guys showing up there. McDeath got to meet him as well. It was a very fun time. My sister got the Mike Luca Lote rib and Mexican food delivered nationwide at mymexicanmenu.com. Use code AZ12 for 10% off. Tucson's tastiest margaritas, contemporary Mexican food. Check it out. Yummy, yummy in the tummy. Okay, let's go more. All right, Land the Freaking Man, master plan, and Land the Freaking Man with the master plan. This is not his sister. It's all crap. Don't believe any of that. It's not his crap, it's not his crap. But we will be honest with you, though. We need to treat this woman with respect. And That is the championship package. I've received the championship package. She certainly looks like she's getting excited to receive the championship package. Who hasn't? It's only 1997. But when this team defies the odds and gets into the college football playoffs and wins it all, that is what I'm going to say. I'm going to say that Arizona, that you should have gotten it now because it's going to be $29 more. Okay, now, we got a super snap here. Jose L. Roman Jr. says, what contract incentive milestones has Brennan reached, and is this likely to reach after the bowl game? I have no clue. That's a Sheer question. What do you got, Sheer?
I got to look up his contract. I'll have it
Yes.
for Monday's show.
Yes, very much appreciate you, Jose L. Ruben Jr. Okay, now I crapped on the receivers a lot, and I have this season. I thought they've been, and especially after the play. Who was it where it just went right through his hands and would have been a touchdown?
Yeah, he should have made
All
that.
right.
But to be fair to him, and it's kind of fair to him, that was a rocket throw.
He should have caught it though. But he should have caught it though. Okay,
yeah, but I did not need to be thrown that hard. But give my guys some flowers.
I got to give the guys a lot of credit because after that. This was maybe the best game that I've seen as far as this unit making contested catches. That's something that we've harped on all season. They don't really make contested catches. There were a lot of, as they say, 50-50, 60-40 balls that, that they were able to come down with. And you got to give them a world of credit because they made some real plays out there, fellas.
Not only did they make big plays, they made huge third down plays, right? You have that 3rd and 5 where you go deep on the sideline to Chris Hunter, makes a great one-handed catch. You have the Luke Wysong first down on that final drive where, it's a perfectly thrown ball by Noah. You have the Chris Hudson one where he's kind of falling down. The ball's a little bit outside of him. He's able to get the first down there. And Cameron Barmore, you are not feeling the impact of losing Tyler Powell that I thought we would have at this point in the season because Cameron Barmore rather has stepped up considerably in the passing game. I think that there was a couple of plays that I wish we could have had back. The Gio one's like a perfect example because that's a 7-point swing. But as a whole, I actually thought the pass catchers were pretty good today.
Yes.
And I think that wide receivers are just such a finicky personality that if you can get that momentum going a little bit and you can get them to where they're getting their mojo a little bit, look out because from a physicality perspective and just freak athlete perspective, this room's loaded.
Yeah, now I got to say this though. There is now Back the A-Ray, the great Back the A-Ray, who always comes with knowledge. He says, shout out to Mike Luke for making sure that these guys understood that they needed to catch these balls. Yes, Ben One was the one that kept just texting us, and he said, act like you've been there before. And that's exactly what happened there, Sheer. They acted like they had been there before. Yeah,
look, how many times are we going to say Arizona's going to Arizona this, right?
Right.
Even when it's Arizona looks comfortable in tight games. They look comfortable winning game. And that's not easy to do. But even against BYU and Houston, they're right there. And eventually, I was starting to form the narrative in my head towards the end of the game. That's another close one. They're right there. They're right on the precipice of winning. And then finding a way to win in that environment, in that type of game against that type of team, it's funny. We said it last week. This is by far the best win of Brett Brennan's career.
This is his signature win. I had a lot of people, and because let's be honest here, everybody would have taken 6-3, obviously, or whatever it was. But if you wanted to nitpick and you wanted to say, okay, well, who really, what's your marquee win? There really isn't one. This is a marquee win. This is a team that was ranked. This is a team where you went in there. It was an early morning game as well, and Arizona went in there, and like you guys both just said, this was a. This Arizona's better. And Arizona just looked like a better football team. It didn't look like there was anything fluky about this at all. Oh, hey, what's the West Virginia ASU score?
West Virginia just scored. I literally just texted Aurora to put it on. We're within 5, Mike.
Okay, well, how much time?
Oh, we still got time. We still got plenty of time.
Okay.
10 minutes. I got you.
Okay. All right. Tyler Warden, what do you got?
Yeah, I think it's crazy. Bobby Bowden has the 4 stages of success for a football program, right? You start by losing big, then you lose close, then you win close, then you win big, right? And usually you see that over multiple years that you've got to be able to develop that. We're seeing that climb up that ladder intra-season, right? Lost close to BYU, lost close to Houston. Well, now they're winning close, right? And it's not that they're winning close against the Colorados of the world. They're beating good teams. I don't think Cincinnati's one of the 25 best teams in the country. I think they're definitely top half of the Big 12. I thought that Arizona was considerably better than them. But I didn't come away from that game thinking like Cincinnati's just not that good. I think Brendan Sorsby is actually pretty dang good. Right. I think that this is kind of like when you're looking at the long-term success of a program and the ability to kind of, scale that development ladder. You're seeing it at like a week-by-week pace with Arizona, to where even last week we were saying, hey, look, they're getting better. This was, I think, arguably their best performance of the year.
Right. Yes. Now, I'm going to say this. Now, people, I'm very clear. I need to be very clear about something. To issue a my bad, I have to be assured that I was 100% wrong. I have said this, that Brett Brennan has done much, much better than I would have ever thought this year. He is putting me in the toilet right now. I don't know if it's putting me in the toilet, but maybe he does. I don't know. But he does it again next year for a while, midway through the season, and we'll get an official my bad. But I did say that he absolutely deserves another year. He deserves to get a raise off of this as well. I would not probably extend, but I would give him a raise off that. And I think
if you give a raise, you have to extend. But I think like literally you have to do it. But it would only probably be like a year.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm not giving him like an 8-year extension.
No. You sign him like a 2-year extension and you give him a raise. I don't even know if you could just give someone a raise.
Yes. Okay. Now, let's see here. All right. Let's get a.
Even TJ Wilmore's showing Brennan love.
Yeah. TJ Wilmore is accusing me of going soft. Okay. Yeah. Southern Arizona Rail Productions. Oh, that's awesome. What a great title. Hey,
Ben was telling me about the rail.
You should message us. We'd love to have you on the show. Yeah. Brennan has officially won me back. I'm sorry, Brent. Okay. Yeah. No, I very much appreciate that. Now, by the BTFD, Brennan definitely deserves a third year. Maybe we are a football school, let's see, bodybuilders. Get the maybe out of there. We are a football school.
We have been.
We have been. We didn't go anywhere. Like Irish Mike said, when you're a football school, you might have a couple down years. That doesn't mean that you're not a football school. Now,
there's no difference between us and Florida State. Like, they're having a couple down years. They'll be back.
They'll be back.
We got a couple down years, and we're back.
We'll be back as well. Yes. Terrence Wilmore. I really doubted Brennan, but he deserves props. Absolutely. Absolutely, my friend. Okay, so the wide receivers, though, they really picked that up in the second half. You know what's kind of interesting, too, about this is when you look at this wide receiver unit, we've talked about this, there is a ton of really young talent on here that's good young talent. You talk about Mizell, you talk about Gio, you talk about Trey Spivey. There's a lot to like. There's a lot to like on this as far as just the skill position, guys. And we haven't even gotten to the running backs yet.
Yeah, I mean, there's just, and that's the thing, like, for all the recruiting crap that Brennan gets, and they have the 40th ranked class in the country, but they know how to eval. Like RJ Mosley, I like him. Caleb Smith, those guys are coming in. So they have more guys coming in. Hamasi Juma, but I think actually Juma's coming in as a safety. But I mean, when you take a look at like Gio's going to be good. He's good now. Mizell is going to be good. Like they have
Brandon Phelps. Brandon Phelps is another one that like we don't see him play or he's not playing right now. He's going to be a dog.
Right, Hunter has another year, right? Chris Hunter has another year.
5 years too.
Well today, by the way.
What's that?
Chris, and I know he doesn't have a year, Mike. I know he's done after this year, but we got to shout out Chris Hudson. He was a
that was his best game.
Yeah.
No drops, and he made a bunch of huge plays as well. That was just a huge performance from them across the board. Now I want to give, like I said, I want to give Cameron Barmore a little bit of credit as well. This is a guy that, first of all, he's got a great family, and he's been patient. He's waited his turn, and when he's been called on, he's made plays this year, and I think that's the exciting part about that.
I wish he had another year. I really
do. I do
too. I think next year he would be really good.
Yeah.
Very clearly, the coaches said he had adjusted the physicality. I didn't realize this because I know this may surprise you guys. I'm not a Mercyhurst football expert.
Yeah, you're a casual, as the kids would say.
But Barmore said in the presser a couple of weeks ago he was a straight up wide receiver. He didn't line up at tight end one play on Mercyhurst. Right. So this is literally the first time he's playing tight end. And so it took him time. And now he's figured out the position and look at him.
Does Benwan White know about this?
He was like, position? We were like, you didn't play tight end at all? He goes, nope, just a 6'4" wide receiver at Mercyhurst. That's why he killed everyone. They lined him up wide, and they're playing, and his numbers were stupid. And now he's a tight end, and he's got to literally learn the position. Also, shout out to Josh Miller. That's Daigie's right-hand man. Like Daigie said, wherever he goes, Miller will go. You could see why. Like Miller's a good coach.
Miller's a good coach. There is one guy on the staff, though, that worries me a little bit that we'll talk about here in a little bit. Oh, 499 super step. Loot is my daddy. Bear down, back the 8, red line, hard edge. Motor Boys. Is that an Arizona thing?
Yeah, it's a basketball thing.
Oh, okay. Well, either way, whop. Yeah, appreciate your $4.99. Okay, yeah. All right, Rich Rod getting the ball back to take the lead. Come on, Rich Rod. Just push that one in there, baby. Okay, now let's get to a couple reads. I do want to talk about Salgado Medina. Definitely came up with the biggest kick of his life. It was a interesting day for. I don't know that I've ever seen a more schizophrenic kicker than him. Honestly.
How big was that field goal that he made? The first one where it looked like it missed, like 12 yards.
I thought it was wrong. I thought it was wide by like 35 yards.
And this dude walks up in a 3-point game, 51-yard field goal, and I think it was literally right down the middle.
It was right down the middle.
Perfect kick.
And it would have been good from 58 yards.
Yeah, I love it.
That's the crazy.
I got a take on this, but I'll save it for after the ads.
Yeah,
because I have a thought.
All right, Bridge Tech Communications. Now, Dennis Walsh isn't in here, but he might be off working out or something. But if he was working out at a gym that, used Bridge Tech Communications, he'd be a lot stronger than he is right now. And he'd be a lot safer because you get 750% average ROI, can help you market your gym or health wellness spa, promotes 100-plus health entities across multiple states. Bridge Tech Communications, automation, customers, smart communication system, you name it. They're good, and Tony is the man. We love Tony. He's awesome. Yeah, check it out. All right, yeah. All right, now RJ's Frozen Cactus, Red Hot Sports Ice Cold Beer, yummy in the tummy. Go there and start yourself. Oh, excuse me. And you got a lot of good. You got TVs everywhere. I think there's like 800 TVs. You got a massive parking lot. Obviously, you guys all know that. Pizza, wings, tacos, burgers, and more. 100-plus craft beers, $2 deals, huge parking lot. Again, lots of really, really good stuff there. Check it out, RJ's Frozen Cactus. Okay, now what else we got? Longview. Now, Shear, take the lead here. I had Andre showed up, and he was harassing me yesterday, trying to get me to do stuff that he knows I
heard he tried to ply you with alcohol, too. Is this true?
Yeah, he did. He tried giving me everything under the moon, and I said, I'm not taking Grandma's old cough medicine. Nice try.
Yeah, good try on the Bears. You're good at your job.
Yes.
Right? You can recommend you. We're not endorsing them. It's just not that.
Under no circumstances will we endorse you, but we will highly recommend you if you're looking to get your financial stuff in order. Give Andre a call at 325-3456. All right, holy moly, we got some super snaps. A $49.99 super snap. Lee Ferris,
good man, Lee Ferris. I was just telling you how much I like you.
Yeah, Lee Ferris, you are the man. $49.99, another great weekend for U of A. This has also actually been like two really, really good back-to-back weekends for the U of A. Very, very good day. Now, Augustine Munoz. Oh, that's a great name. Augustine Munoz, yeah. Okay, $4.99 super sticker. Appreciate you, Augustine. Appreciate you. And we got another one in here as well. Easy Wildcat 1211, $4.99 super sticker. Thank you very, very much. You guys are the best. You're the ones that keep this kind of stuff going. Appreciate you. All right, I have never seen anything more schizophrenic than Michael Salgado Medina. He can go up there, and it could be a 31-yard field goal, and he basically kicks it into my TV room. Or he could go in there and, with the game on the line, kick a 51-yarder that would have been good from 61. Mr. Tyler Warden, our future coach, what do you see?
That's going to be a hot take. I don't think the problem is Michael Salgado Medina. I think that the problem is Avery Salerno.
Yeah.
I think that the long snapping on both of those first two kicks ultimately led to the block and the missed field goal. I think that, like, a lot of times, what's that?
They're slow, right?
They're slow and they're high. They're consistently high. There was 4 out of the 5 field goals. The snap was high. And the commentators were even commenting on, like, wow, credit to the holder for being able to get up and get that one. I think that, like, when, us as fans just see the kick, we immediately ascribe it to the kicker. But the problem is it's the whole operation that has to be dialed in. And what leads me to believe that it's more Salerno problem than it is a Salgado Medina problem is the blocked kick off the edge, because that is all a function of how quickly can you get the ball snapped and put down and ultimately kicked. But the longest part of that process is the first 2 parts. So, the first kick, it was wildly off, but, like, if the ball is coming down or if it's just getting set as the ball's kicked, I don't know how much you can blame on him. And for him to be able to, credit to Salgado Medina for having the stones to be able to hit that effectively game sealing kick. But I don't know how much of the problem is him versus the snapping.
All right, so let's just talk about the whole special teams unit. What are we doing here?
Yeah, I mean, Luke Wysong, I think when you go back to the Luke, someone mentioned this. I don't have rewind in the hotel, but I guess Wysong was talking to the ref and said, made a motion about the shadows. I don't think he saw the ball well on the one that he didn't pick up.
That makes sense.
I think that one was he didn't want to take the chance with the shadows and all that, but special teams is clearly an issue this year. I mean, it just clearly is.
And it's kind of been across the board. Now, the first thing is, and again, there's basically one of the few negative things in this entire game, but the first 5 games we were basically intentionally fielding the ball inside the 6-yard line basically every single time. Then obviously the field goal units, I mean, who really knows what's going on here as well. But that's one thing, because this team, while it's very good, you don't want to leave things like that on the table. We're not good enough to be able to kind of shoot ourselves in the foot. So that's going to be something that I think will be interesting to see. Also, we got to talk about this running back unit. And like I said, we're big fans of Alonzo Carter on this show. As long as he's here, and I've said this a million times, as long as he's here, I have no doubt that Arizona is going to have a very good running back room. Guys,
oh my God.
Did West Virginia to score?
On a 90-yard touchdown on 3rd and 27. It was 3rd and 27. They just scored a 90-yard touchdown.
Oh my gosh. Keep it going there, baby. Keep it going. Oh my
Mississippi
gosh.
State all over again.
Yeah, this is
90-yard touchdown.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Holy
all right. Now.
Crap. 6 minutes left. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Lock in, everybody. Lock in. But first, yeah. But man, this running back, all 3 of them provide something different. I mean, you look at Ricino. Looks like he's finally getting healthy. And he's running hard. Quincy Craig can do a little bit of everything. Ishmael Mahdi is really good as well. This is a really, really nice running back room, guys.
And it's built for the future too. I know we're talking about the present, but Craig is back. Ricino, if he wants, is back.
Right.
You got the Wesley Yarborough's back. They got a 4-star.
You got the 4-star kid coming in back.
Right. Yeah, man. And like you said, I love Zoe. He's the coolest. If anyone ever has a chance to sit down and talk with Zoe, do it, because he's the coolest dude ever, and he's a great coach. It is. Right. That room will always be fine.
Yeah, exactly. Now, what do you got there, Mr. Tyler?
What's crazy about it, too, is going into the season, we thought that each running back was going to have a singular dimension that they were going to bring, right? With Quincy Craig, it was going to be more of the kind of lateral quickness, home run ability. With, Ricino, we thought it was going to be a lot more in between the tackles, 4 or 5 gritty yards. This game was the opposite. Right. Quincy Craig was running through bodies. I can't even count how many yards he had after.
He runs violently.
He is a violent runner, and Ricino had the big hitter 50-yarder. Right. So they are just a very well-rounded unit, and each individual player is well-rounded. I think it's arguably the best room that Arizona has, top to bottom. Maybe you could say the safety room. But I mean, God, Quincy Craig is just a violent runner. And particularly on that last drive, you can't have a 1 or 2 yard gain on first down. And they were consistently 4, 5, 6 yards because they were just running through people.
Right. Now, is ASU going for 2? Or is
we didn't get it. And I said we didn't.
Okay, yeah. All right. How much time is left, though?
We still got 6 minutes. Jeff Sims still has time to fumble. And you know what? One of the hardest things to do is run the ball when the other team is just trying to stop you from running the ball. Cincinnati loaded the box. I'm kind of paying attention to the Cincinnati presser. But they loaded the box. They said, go for it, right? We know you're going to try to run. And they still did it. Arizona still ran the ball. And that is so difficult to do. I'm watching the Cincinnati press conference. Tyler could comment on it.
Yeah.
Sorsby basically said that they can't beat man coverage. All season, they've struggled with man coverage and said, we're going to lose the next 2 games if we can't figure out. I like how he says we, even though he's the quarterback. Man coverage.
Allow me to throw these guys under the bus and then say we. That's weak.
My friends were texting me during the game, and just out of nowhere, guys that have not watched Cincinnati all season, they said, that Sorsby guy seems like he's probably a jerk. Well, there you go.
Yeah. Well, there you go. That's about the crappiest thing that a quarterback can
I mean,
say.
you just said we can't beat man coverage. It's like you're the quarterback, dude. Like Noah would never say we. Noah would be like,
can you imagine Noah Fafita saying that? He's gonna.
I don't know if you guys know this. I know you know this, Mike, but I keep reminding people. Everyone asks, like, Noah might meet with the media today because he broke the record. But he has a thing where he has gone to Brent and said, I will not meet with the media unless it's after a loss. I don't want any. Yeah, I don't want any of the heat of the compliments. Let me take the heat. So the reason we don't talk to Noah after games is because he won't meet with us unless they lose.
Interesting.
He might do it tonight because they broke the record. But yeah, it's like, can you imagine like a guy like Sorsby doing that, for instance? Like,
no, that's one of the crappiest things that I can ever imagine a quarterback saying. Honestly, that's like a point guard saying, I'd have a lot more assists if guys could actually catch my alley oops.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, it's the same thing. You're right.
Yeah, that's super crappy. All right, well, that guy's a putz. But this, like I said though, the running back unit is just really, really nice, and that's an amazing amazing thing about Noah. I did not know that. Now, I did not know of that. Get it? Do you get it? Is that funny or no? Yeah, no, it's not funny. Tyler Warden's like, no, dummy.
Well, and Mike, I'll say this too: is it's not just in the running game. It's not just the running back room. Like, we need to give some credit to Noah Fafita and what he has been able to add with his legs, and how much that is opening up the running game. Right. Because there was 2 different times on third down today where Arizona went with QB draw. I didn't particularly love the play calls, particularly the one in the fourth quarter. But the fact is that Davey trusts him enough with his legs to set up the run, right? And I think that, for being as diminutive in frame as Noah is, his ability to just put his face mask through people is something like Noah's just one of one, man. He is the best whole quarterback that Arizona has had since Nick Foles.
Yeah, I agree with that. Now, I just got a text from my guy Dave Hickey saying, I love seeing what the Cats did. Huge win. Huge win right there.
Dude, and I don't think you would mind that. Dave is a big pat myself on the back type of guy.
Dave is the man. I love it. Well, with as many arrows as Dave's taken.
No, I get it. I think it's funny, but when football wins, Dave is right there. And if Chip Hale wins games, I guarantee you Mike gets that text right away.
Oh, yeah. No, I love him.
And you know what he's doing, but he plays it off. Dave is
Dave's family. Watch your mouth.
Yeah, no, he's a great dude. I told you, when my dad passed away, Dave was one of the first people to text me, like a huge message, and it is genuine. I like Dave. You can agree or disagree on him as an AD if you want, but really good dude, that's for sure.
Yeah. All right, but this was a big win. All right, what's going on?
ASU has 77 yards in the second half with 5 minutes to go.
Okay, now where are they at? What's the down and distance?
They did just get a first down, but they're at the 50 with 5 minutes to go.
They're at the 50 with 5 minutes to go. All right. They have crappy special teams, so
it's
that's
fine. Justin has this.
Yeah,
it was a penalty roughing the passer, or else they would have had to punt.
Oh gosh, was it a lame roughing the passer?
I didn't see it. I was wondering how they got the first, and it says roughing the passer.
Let's talk about this. Are we ranked? Are we going to be ranked?
I got Lev to think about it. He said, "I'm seriously considering." Look, yes,
right.
Arizona should be the 25th best team in the country. Yes.
All right. Now, Mr. Tyler Warden.
If we're not ranked, we're the highest other vote getter. That's how close, how borderline I think we are. You know what's crazy? I can't believe I'm saying this. I'm now excited for Tuesday when they do the college football bracket release.
Oh my gosh!
Because Arizona is.
I mean, you got to start looking at it, don't you?
Was Cincinnati ranked in that?
They were 25, were they not? That's the official ranking.
Right. I think you got to consider it then at least. Yeah, they'll put us at 26.
You have to consider it. Yeah, I mean, I don't now. It's very rare you go from getting no votes to votes, but you gotta consider it. Yeah, Cincinnati was 25th. Did South Florida lose to Navy? I think so.
Yeah,
they were losing.
They were good. I mean, and that was
25th. Yeah, they lost to Navy. South Florida lost to Navy 41-38.
Rank them.
Yeah. Rank them. Yeah, rank them.
And Pittsburgh is going to lose to Notre Dame, or did lose to Notre Dame.
My Pittsburgh Steelers.
Rank them.
Right. Yes. All right. No. We just got to get votes. We just got to keep pushing this one. Yeah. Did you see the Harvard of the West remark by the commentator at the end?
Damn it, ASU just got first down. We are the Harvard of the West. I don't see.
Yeah, well, I know. I mean, they were making it out like this was some kind of tongue-in-cheek remark or something. It's like, no, dude, no. Well, we are. Yes, we dominate in sports and in the classroom. Yeah. Oh, Irish Mike does
Louisville too. Sorry, I just realized Louisville too. If you look at the last 6 teams that are in the top 25, Louisville lost, Pittsburgh lost, USF lost, Cincinnati lost, Tennessee placed in Mexico State. Yeah, I was gonna lose. Is that what you said?
I would assume they're playing USC right now.
What's the score on that?
7-0 midway through the first. But I mean, we're definitely top 25 fringe. And I want to just keep this out there because we talked about this after last week. 10-3 is on the table. The Big 12 championship is on the table.
Right.
If you thought we would be saying that with 2 weeks left in the season, and I will say this, Baylor and ASU, Arizona, I believe, will be the favorite in both of those games.
Yeah, no, I think they will as well. The ASU one's going to be fascinating, but I think Arizona's going to beat ASU. I really do. I think that Arizona's going to turn them over.
God, I wish that was in Tucson.
Oh, yeah.
I do too. Yeah. Arizona's out. So my guess is with 7 wins now, based on the standings and all that, Arizona's out of the LA Bowl. It's now above the LA Bowl.
Oh, yeah, we're looking down on that thing. Nice try.
Right now, I would say like if Arizona didn't win another game, it would be the Sun Bowl. If they win 2, you're talking Alamo Bowl. Like you're talking like things change.
Sure, check out my last post
Jason,
on Wildcat Authority.
This is something I think a lot of fans could use help with. We are still under the Pac-12 bowl schedule, correct? So, like, when we would be going up against like USC, let's say.
Yes.
Right.
How does that work? Is it just based off of total record, or is it based off the conference that you're now in?
That's a great question, Skier.
I believe it's total record. It's weird. So, like, the Big 12 has Big 12. So, like, Arizona cannot play in the Pop-Tarts Bowl. Right. Arizona could play another Big 12 team in the Alamo Bowl. Right. But the problem is, will the Alamo want that? Well, the only way the Alamo is probably going to want that is if it's like Arizona versus TCU, because it hasn't happened this season. So that's why the Alamo is going to be kind of hard. Like, it would be great because if it was normal, Arizona could play Washington. And so the Vegas Bowl is probably like it's a weird deal. Like it's annoying they couldn't get out of it. So right. I mean, I believe it's overall, but I'm not sure. ASU just scored, by the way.
A touchdown?
Field goal. So Rich Rod 244.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
down
that's
2.
Fine.
Rich Rod 244 left. Here we go.
How much time? Yeah. How much time left? Yeah. Okay. Now,
Mr.
Tyler,
all right, bowl projections right now, for instance, like I just go to ESPN, even though whatever.
Can we get into like a really fancy bowl?
Like the Alamo Bowl is Cincinnati versus US. So Arizona could face USC in the Alamo Bowl. It would be probably USC, which would be fun as heck. The Vegas Bowl right now is also Big Ten. So, Mike, there is a possibility, Michael.
Right.
I don't want to get you too excited, but if Arizona wins out,
Nebraska.
Yeah, Nebraska and Vegas. Like it is a real thing. Like that is a real thing.
We would road trip that, correct?
I'm going no matter where Arizona goes, unless it's.
No, you're not. Oh, stop! If it's in Piscataway, New Jersey, you're not.
Well, right now it's. I can tell you the 3 bowl. It's the Sun Bowl, the Vegas Bowl, or the Alamo Bowl, or the College Football Playoff. Let's go.
Hey, what do we need now? What do we need for Arizona to get into the Big 12 title game? I know, there was only a few moving parts.
Beating Cincinnati actually helped ASU. That's the only bad part with this game.
Yeah, but then we need if we don't want ASU in there, we need Tech and
ASU
BYU
has
to
win out though. ASU has to win out. I'll do it after the games today because Utah still plays Baylor, BYU plays TCU. I'll make you a promise tonight. I will post the 2-week scenarios.
Okay, perfect. Now let's look ahead there a little bit here because again we have a lot to do. We have a lot to get to. We have a lot to be thankful for. Mouth fart. Okay, now let's get a couple reads in here though. First, is there any chance we could play SRS in a bowl game?
No.
Trust me. Yeah, okay. You already lost.
God, wouldn't that be fun?
Oh, if we played Jed and we're like, hey, Jed, we're going to give you a titty twister.
He would leave. No, because Jed would leave before that game.
Yeah, Jed's going to leave before then anyways. That's a good point. Yeah. Okay. Oh, Jeremiah Dibble in here. The great Jeremiah Dibble. Hello, Jeremiah Dibble. Bear down, baby. All right. 12 Arizona locations. Baggins, go in there. Get the bag. Get the bag. Mr. Tyler Warden has been to Baggins before in Scottsdale. Yeah, back to back. Every use code AZ12. Every sandwich comes with a chocolate chip cookie. Text Baggins to 877-797-0444. All food made in-house daily, locally owned and operated. Get the bag, baby. Get the bag. Okay, what else we got? Talk to me. Hey, what's going on there, Ace?
We're moving, baby.
Where are we at? Where are we at?
We're at our own 40, and there's a flag. I hope it might be PI.
Oh, that'd be great if it's a PI. Is ASU cheating as usual?
It's holding, but they declined it. So West Virginia just got two 12-yard gains.
All right, keep it going, guys. Keep it going. All right, now, Danny Foster. Danny Foster says keep it going as well because that's what Foster Plumbing comes in for as well, to fix it. And so you might say to yourself, residential and commercial, licensed, bonded, and insured, sewer lines, coating, point repairs, water heaters, drain cleaning, sewer inspections. 10% off when you mention the AZ12 podcast. Call 520-603-3817 to schedule service today. Foster Plumbing. ASU's getting the front pipe right now, it sounds like. Check it. Yeah, that's very good. I steal that from BPA.
Brother.
Yes. AZ12 saved me. Oh, the great Jerry Reyes in here. He said, AZ12 saved me tons of money. Yeah, love Jerry Reyes. All right, Cody, go ahead. Play All right, Comfort X HVAC. Back the vac, baby. Back the HVAC. 10% off is back. Mention AZ12 when booking. Get entered in a Christmas raffle for a $100 grocery card and a 6-month filter supply delivered. Winter services, service maintenance, emergency repairs, installations, you name it, they got it. Check it out at Comfort X HVAC. Matt is killing it right now. Comfort X HVAC. All right, what do we got? Talk to me. Where are we at?
3rd and 7, 2-minute timeout.
All right, where are we at, though? At like the 43?
Yeah.
All right, we need a first down. Come on, man. Let's make this one happen. Okay, now, Arizona-Baylor. Mr. Tyler Warden, Skier thinks Baylor is awesome. I don't really see it. I never saw it. I think that Skier has way overblown them. No,
I will say this before Tyler real quick. I don't think Baylor's awesome. I didn't realize they're playing Utah tonight.
Baylor's playing Utah?
Utah's going to pummel them physically. I mean,
right. Yes. No, they're going to do – yeah, no, that's going to be a big one. Arizona can absolutely beat Baylor.
Oh, yeah. I not only can, I think that they are going to be the favorite.
Right.
I think that this is actually today's game between Baylor and Utah is the type of game where if Baylor loses that and they kind of get their teeth kicked in a little bit, you can see the team kind of fold on itself, right? Because at that point, you're 5-5. You're going to Arizona. You've got Houston at home, which, for all shockingly, Houston's still near the top of the Big 12. Like it feels like one of those games where like if Utah is able to go into Waco and just throttle Baylor, like you're going to see the team kind of fold on itself. Sawyer Robinson, I think, is a good quarterback. I don't know that he's considerably better than Sorsby. I don't think that he's as mobile as Sorsby either. I don't think defensively they're that good of a team. I'm optimistic about the Baylor game. I will say this. I'm going to issue a challenge to all Arizona fans that are out there. Get your butts to the game next weekend. Yeah. This is the last home game. It's senior night. You have a 7-3 team that is going to be top 25 potentially. Like the damn with the excuses, get your butt to the game.
Yes. Now, Irish Mike says, as a football school, I plan on being there. Arizona Stadium is going to be lit, as the kids would say. Yes, our chance to double the win total of last year. Wow, it's a great point.
I'm not big on spending money, right? Like I get, but to Tyler's point too, like this is Dalton Johnson and Traden Stukes' last game in an Arizona uniform.
Yep. Right.
Like we owe it to them. Yes. Like we do. Like we just do. Like what they gave to this program, like it's gonna be weird not seeing them on an Arizona roster.
And look, sorry to cut you off there, Mike. I'm not like, look, I get it. It does cost a lot of money, but like, just ask around, see who's got tickets, see who's selling. Look at the secondary market, Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist. Go down to the tailgate and just walk around. Like that in and of itself does a lot to get other people thinking like, oh, actually, this might be a game that I want to go to. I'm not going to hold on to my tickets. And I think that there's a longer term, we've talked about this before, but there's a longer term problem that needs to be addressed by DRF and kind of the entire administration when it comes to the resale market of these tickets. But like, just bring the vibe, bring the energy, go to the tailgate, talk with your friends about it all week, because that is going to lead to 50,000 people being at that game.
Have some talk at the water cooler, as the kids would say.
We lost, Mike.
What happened?
He threw a pick on 4th and 4.
Oh, well, it was we gave it the good college try. Yeah, either way, it doesn't matter. We're a football school. They're just good every now and then. All right. And then you got ASU. You look at ASU. That game is imminently winnable as well. Arizona, if Arizona's 9-3, is there? Probably not. Probably a dumb question.
Calm down.
There's no way we could sneak into the college football playoffs, is there?
Sure there is.
Yeah.
No, that's how it works. So if Arizona
win the
wins
Big 12
title game, and then they'd have to beat Texas Tech, and they're in.
So, all right. So, okay. So, all right. Come up with the scenarios. Is it like something where you need like 10 million different things to happen, or is it just like 25?
Yes.
25. It's just like 25?
Yeah.
Oh, you're telling me there's a chance.
Just you want BYU needs to lose. Who do they play tonight? TCU. You want TCU to win, I believe. I mean, here, I'll figure this out for you.
Yeah.
Here's the problem. BYU plays TCU tonight. Next week, BYU plays Cincinnati. The week after that, Cincinnati plays TCU. You need those 3 games to go 1-1. So you need TCU to beat BYU. You need Cincinnati to beat BYU. You need Cincinnati to lose to TCU. Like, you basically need teams to beat each other up a little bit. But, like, I don't think you need anything too crazy. Like, I'm looking back at Shear's initial tweet when he came up with the predict, like, Arizona State could win this game. That's fine. That doesn't really impact us. I think at the end of the day, like, Arizona State, it's going to come down to whether or not we beat them in the Territorial Cup.
Yeah, and so
we beat each other up.
And so we'll take care of what we can take care of, and then we'll just leave it at that. Looking for BYU to lose. I'm not a BYU fan. I like their fans. I think they're cool people. That's all. Now, Irish Mike 520 says this: how many schools are getting top 25 wins on the road in basketball and football this weekend? Probably just one. Again, that goes to show you what we're talking about here. Yes. So, I mean, it is what it is. Okay. Now, Noah. Noah's the best quarterback in the Big 12. I don't care what anybody says. Noah's the best quarterback in the Big 12. I don't care what the efficiency rating or any of that is. Noah's gone in there. Noah outplayed Sorsby. The people think he's better than. Noah right now is the best quarterback in the Big 12.
Yeah. Yeah.
He is.
Fine with me.
Tyler Warden, what say you?
The only one that I would say it would be close with is Morton at Texas Tech. And especially when you look at that team, like they're 9-1, their only loss was when he was out. He's got 2,000 yards on the season. He's got 16-4 from a touchdown to interception ratio perspective. But like, I mean, it's hard to discredit a guy that is 9-0 when he plays. With that said, I mean, that is tier 1A by a mile.
Yeah.
And then I don't know who else Noah would be.
Well, right, and that's the thing is too, and like I said, Irish Mike puts it well. Man, Irish Mike's coming in with a lot of good points. He says the great Greg Biggins said a long time ago, if he had to pick one QB for a game, he's going Noah. I'd take Noah too. That was such an interesting remark that he made, because I remember when he came on, and Biggins is like the nicest guy in the world. Like, and Shear, you know him better than me, obviously, but Biggins comes on the show, and I asked him, and I said, where does Noah rank amongst like gutsy players, stuff like that? He said, listen. I go back about 30 years doing this. I've seen all the guys from Liner to Barkley to, you name it, Carson Palmer. He said, in high school, if I needed one player to lead a touchdown winning drive to win a game, seal a performance, whatever the case may be, he goes, it would be Noah Fafita. And that's just amazing to think about, that the dude scouted probably 100+ MNFL quarterbacks, and that's the guy that he comes up with. But you kind of see why Noah just has a little bit of that it factor. But the other thing about him, too, is that he's just a leader. I go back to what Sorsby, that Putz, said. Can you imagine Noah in a million years saying that? And if he did, his dad would come down here and probably rip his head off and throw it into the locker. I mean, it's just different.
Yeah, I mean, it's just and again, like, it's so easy to root for good dudes. Like it's just so easy, and that's why this team is like Brent Brennan's easy to root for. You may not think he's a good coach, but great dude. This whole coaching staff is made up of great dudes. Noah, awesome kid. Dalton Johnson, Traden Stoops, like just great guys, and it's so easy to root for him because of that.
Yeah, exactly. Tyler Warden, what say you?
Yeah, I mean, like, it really is unfortunate that Noah is the height that he is, because like he has the type of game that could translate to the next level. But the reality is, given his frame, next year is probably his last year of big time football. Enjoy it while you can. The whole staff, the team, like there's just a cult. Whoa. Can't believe I'm going to say this. There's a culture that Brennan has built that makes you root for them. Mm-hmm. And if that might be the most impressive thing that he's done all year, and we're a 7-3 team.
I love, too, when the commentators kept calling him 5'11". That cracks me up every single time I see it. It's like, no, you're calling me 6 foot then if he's 5'11". But if Tua can do it, Noah can. Big difference. I mean, like I said, I would put nothing past Noah. Tua's probably about 5-6 inches taller than Noah.
I'm a Dolphins fan. Can Tua do it? Because I don't know.
That's a question as well. Noah's legitimately 5'8".
All right, I got one scenario here. I'm sure there's others, but this took me a while to get. Okay, you ready? You need Utah to beat Baylor tonight.
Okay.
Very possible. You need TCU to beat BYU. Very possible.
Okay.
That's what you need tonight.
Okay.
Next week, you need Arizona. Just assume Arizona wins out.
Okay.
Central Florida beats Oklahoma State. Right. Okay. Cincinnati beats BYU. The biggest thing that you need, the problem is BYU. Arizona, if Arizona wins out and doesn't make the title game, it's the loss to BYU.
Yeah.
That's the problem, because BYU has to lose out, basically. If Arizona had beaten BYU, we would be talking about how the chances would be astronomically higher.
Yeah, now Jerry Reyes, the great Jerry Reyes, puts it really well. He said if Noah's bigger, he's probably not ending up here. He's probably at Alabama or something. That's now this is a great point. Big 12 Bobby says, Sheer, can you tweet out the rooting guide? Seriously, Sheer, can you do this? Do as you're told. Please.
Yeah, but just know, like, Arizona can't make it unless BYU loses out.
Okay, now,
TCU, very doable. Cincinnati, very doable. The problem is their last game is against UCF.
Oh, they're not losing that game.
So it would absolutely be so Arizona if BYU lost the next two and you go into the last.
And then you get blown out by ASU or something.
Or you beat ASU and you're like, oh my God, we're in. Yeah. And then like BYU wins and it's like, God damn it. 3 points.
It's like, yeah, it is. But yeah, if you could tweet that out, that'd be great. Okay, appreciate it. Now, let's talk a little bit about the depth in here. Matthew Lotto came in again. You're getting beat up on the board for saying that Matthew Lotto is a terrible football player here. Do you want to take this back, or do you want to stand and you want to plant your flag further into his depth?
He surprised me. A lot of these guys have surprised me. But yeah, I mean, obviously, he comes in and he played well. And again, it's like I said earlier, like it's tough. Like this stuff isn't easy to go in as an offensive lineman on what was that, like 2 drives left, I think.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Or even the last, like that's not easy. Like you haven't played up until that point. Also, we need to, I mean, maybe not today, but they went with Lotto over Rhino.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this, because this was something that I had actually written down in the notes. I took like 9 notes today during the game. No. And if you don't believe me, look, I did. Boom.
Yeah, you take notes. It's weird.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah. With Rhino, here's kind of where I'm at. Are we sure that Rhino's good, or is Rhino kind of like the thing that you're like, all right, he looks like he should be good, but he's either hurt or he's not? I don't know. I'm legitimately curious.
That injury took something out of him. I really did. Okay. He's recovered well from that injury, and Brennan's implied it a couple times that he's still slow right now.
Right. Mr. Tyler Warden, what say you?
I mean, like, obviously it's tough. We're not there. We're not at practice. We don't know the severity of the injury, all that kind of stuff. The only thing I can say pretty confidently is, like, I think we're probably done seeing Rhino in an Arizona uniform. Like, this just feels almost like Kean Burnett-esque, where it's just like it's never been able to work out. And, like, at a certain point, you kind of need to move on. And the fact that back-to-back weeks they've gone with Lotto as the swing tackle. And that's another part of it too. He was on the left side last week, swung over to the right side this week. And you don't really get that in college football. Like, you don't really have the kind of transferable skill set with your 6th, 7th, 8th offensive lineman to where they can be your swing tackle. So I think just that the reality of the situation is, like, we're probably not going to see Rhino on the field for Arizona again. I know that he's already redshirted once. Maybe he can get a medical red shirt. Like, I just don't know. But I will say the rest of the line, I think the pass blocking was pretty shaky in the first half. Second half, I think was a lot better. Run blocking across the board, I thought was very great. Chuba might. I think Chuba had a great game, and DeCambra had a really good game in terms of creating holes up front in the running game. I think that the tackles were probably still the weakest position, mostly in the pass game. But I think that interior is held up really well.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Now let's get a couple reads in here. Got a couple reads in here. Man, that would have been a nice thing if West Virginia won that game. Grr. Yeah. Grr. All right, 88 crime. Now, if you see something stolen, you've seen somebody stealing a bunch of makeup out of Sephora, and you're like, man, I know who that guy is, but I don't want to get near him because he's going to drip on me and everything. 88 crime. Call it. It's anonymous. Pima County. Pima
what
County.
Was that? He's going to drip on me?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, his makeup. Yeah, that he's stealing from the store. Yeah.
You talking about Kenkel Carrillo?
Yes, talking about him. Kenkel Carrillo's
what a rough
game.
weekend for that.
Man,
That's a welfare check type of weekend.
This was a tough weekend for the Kenkels. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Now it's anonymous. Pima County Attorney's Office. You see anything back, call 88crime.org. I hadn't even thought about that until now. What an awful weekend for him, loser. All right, yes. All right, check it out, 88 Crime. They've solved a bunch of stuff over the years. Check it out. Okay. Now, what else we got? Kenkel Carrillo is great. Yeah. All right. The Tucson Family Food Project. Yes. All right. Direct aid plus life skills development, cooking, nutrition, education. Currently 255 meal kits per week. Okay. Now, and let's see. Donations made up with AZ12 comment will be matched. Cumulative up to $10,000. Now, again, just a great cause. Check it out. And again, Cheryl is the best putting this up. Cheryl, very much appreciate you. The Tucson Family Food Project. All right, now, again, Mr. Tyler Warden, I don't know if you and the missus where you're at with your future family plans, but I'll tell you this. Don't bring this shirt around her right now. I'm just saying it might expedite things. That's all I'm going to say because of this shirt right here. That's all I'm going to say. So, but get it. Not just a football school. Everybody knows this. AZ12 podcast. Get this shirt. Irish Mike, you should be wearing this shirt. You should be wearing this one with style. Check it out. Okay, Now, one last one, Little Caesars. As you know, code 1099 bundle, classic pepperoni or cheese pizza, crazy bread, and a 2-liter for $10.99. It's a great deal. It's a great deal. Now, and code LCFREECC, free crazy combo with a pizza purchase. Back the merch. Everybody hit the like button, by the way. All right, guys, this was an awesome win. I believe that this was the signature win of the Brent Brennan era, and I don't even think it's close, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, it's not close. And
right.
Shelby is yelling at you to read the super.
I know,
snaps.
I will. I got you.
Yeah, calm down, Shelby.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, huge win. I thought it'd be a tough game. Early on, you're like, oh, here we go. The defense hunkers down. The offense does enough to win. Really well played game at the end of the day. And great win. Just a great win in another second weekend where it's great to be an Arizona Wildcat.
Mr. Tyler Warden.
Couldn't agree more. Last night was incredible. This morning was incredible. I'll end it with this. I think fans need to mentally prepare themselves for the best territorial cup since 2014.
Right.
2014, you had number 11 Arizona, you had number 13 ASU. You won the game 42-35 and made it to the Pac-12 championship game, rushed the field. This will be the best territorial cup game we've had since then, and you probably are going to have 2 8-3 teams. Got to take care of business against Baylor next week. Don't get that twisted. But we are now at the point where we have moved past, let's make a bowl or let's get to 7 wins. We need to get gritty, and we need to legitimately push for 9-3 because that is 100% on the table. If that happens, give Brennan the extension, please. And at the very least, give him a big raise. Kudos to Brennan. Kudos to this team. Hell of a job.
Check it out. All right, now, okay, but all right, I'm on that note, though. All right, on that note, though. One guy says that, oh, this is great. This guy says that I owe Dave Hickey an apology. Nice try, dude. I've been his
You?
biggest fan. Yeah,
You
you should hop in here. Nice try,
stalking
dude.
him.
I'm his biggest fan. Always his biggest fan.
Yeah, you owe an apology for the feelings you have for him.
Yeah, okay. On that note, though, everybody, you guys are great. We very much appreciate you. We will we'll be back with you on Monday as well. For our coach, Mr. Tyler Warden, for Jason Shear, you guys all have fun. Cody James Martin. Oh, we got to read Super Snaps. Apologize, Super Snaps.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I'm an idiot. Duh. Yeah. What do we got? Okay. Oh, $4.99 from the Mississippi Gladiator, Andre Veras. Ben one white. Back to K, baby. Back to K. Yeah. Ben one white. Old Pueblo J. What contract incentive milestones has Brennan reached and is likely to reach after the bowl game? Shear's going to find that out. I'm not sure. Okay, Southern Arizona Rail Productions, $4.99. Brendan has officially won me back. I'm sorry, Brent. I'm sorry. Yes. Okay. BTFD, Brennan definitely deserves a third year. Maybe we are a football school. OC Bodybuilders, $9.99. Appreciate you, my friend. Appreciate you. Okay, Terrence Wilmore, $1.99. I really doubted Brennan, but he deserves props. Absolutely. Loot is my daddy. Back the A, Red Line, Hard Edge, Motor Boys. Wop. Yeah, appreciate you, man. $4.99. Augustine Munoz, love that name. Super sticker, $4.99. Boom. Lee Ferris, $49.99. Very generous. Very much appreciate you, Lee Ferris. Another great weekend for the U of A. Yep, let's just keep the good times rolling. Good. Okay. Now, AZ Wildcat, 1211, $4.99. Super sticker. Appreciate you, my friend. Very much appreciate you. Randall Yabeta, I think. $1.99. Back the Rich Rod. Yeah, well, they didn't do it at the end there, but yeah, either way. All right. For Tyler Warden, for Jason Shear. Shear, respond to I just tagged you in something on Twitter. Make sure this guy knows that I'm a Dave fan. But on that note, though, we will be back with you on Monday. Everybody enjoy yourself right now. Enjoy yourself. We are a football school. Duh. All right. Talk to you soon. You've been listening to the AZ12 podcast.